The blade of Eridani was once commissioned by the Grand Magister, the Radiant, and gifted to a Templar named Elias, as part of a ceremony to thank Elias for his many great deeds for the people of Solana. A two-handed greatsword, it was forged from pure silver steel, with a gilded hilt engraved with a blessing from the Grand Magister himself. An enchanted crystal was embedded into the sword's pommel, which imbued the blade with a fragment of Soul's Light. On his deathbed, Elias gifted the blade of Eridani to his eldest son, who in turn gifted it to his eldest daughter. The blade of Eridani passed down the generations, until it was one day inherited by Leto, a Templar in the Hand of Sol. Leto's party was most often assigned to the golden fields beyond Solana, tasked with keeping the roads clear of bandits and protecting travelling merchants. One day, Leto and his party were accompanying a trade caravan, escorting it to the borders of Metrix. The caravan was carrying precious metals and rare alchemical components, and so became the target of a mercenary company. By the time the caravan reached Metrix, Leto and his party had lost their scholar, and were themselves wounded as a result of the frequent violent attacks. On their way back to Solana, Leto's party was ambushed in the dead of night by bandits. Caught off guard and heavily outnumbered, he and his fellow knights fell, succumbing to their injuries. The following morning, a young lady by the name of Vera Sutcliffe was travelling back to her family's estate when she came across the bodies of Leto's party. Checking each night, found Leto alive, and rode through the night to get him to her family home. With the help of both Vera and a village healer, Leto recovered from his injuries. Vera had always dreamt of becoming a Knight of Solana, ever since witnessing the Solstice of Laurels as a child, and so spent most of her time talking to the recovering Templar. While he survived, Leto was shamed by the deaths of his party members, and knew his duty to return to Solana and inform their families. Before he left, Leto gifted the blade of Eridani to the young lady Vera, claiming that a noble heart deserves a noble blade. He wished upon her the blessings of Sol, and hoped that her family would one day be accepted into Solana. While Lady Vera could not join the Light of Sol, she hired the services of a mercenary, training and studying swordsmanship so that she might fight as well as any Solanian knight. The Sutcliffe family prospered greatly under her guidance, raising generations of wise and noble fighters, capable of both leading and protecting their people. It is said that when Lady Vera finally passed away from this world, the blade of Eridani shattered, never to be wielded by any other. Ever since, the Sutcliffe family has kept it on display in the family estate, a reminder of the values of their noble ancestor. When Lord Sutcliffe left his family's estate for the Demonastery, he took few personal effects, save for a few research items, the Arcane Shard, and a family heirloom. Once known as the Blade of Eridani, the sword was broken long ago, kept only as a decoration. While creating the Arcane, Lord Sutcliffe decided to give the sword a new life. Renamed the Nebula Blade, Lord Sutcliffe engraved the blade with conductive and focusing runes, which allow the Arcane to channel power through its shaft to form a blade of pure aether. The runes have corrupted the blade's original purpose, and as Viserai learned to wield the Nebula Blade, the power of the Arcane Shard seeped into the crystal embedded in the pommel, staining it a deep, dark purple. When Viserai holds the Nebula Blade, the power of the Arcane Shard reforges the sword. The enchanted silver steel blade, while broken, remembers its original shape. As the aether moves through the crystal, it recreates the sword, forming a blade of solid aether. The embedded runes allow the blade to possess the strength of solid silver steel and the sharp, honed edge of a Solanian blade. In combining the physical and the arcane, two halves forming a whole, the blade mirrors its wielder, made stronger by the break. I want to give first and foremost a massive thank you to Legend Story Studios for allowing me to spoil this fantastic card. It looks amazing and I can't wait to get this in foil. And last but not least, thank you to all the fans who have supported me throughout this time. It has allowed me to have this opportunity in the first place, so I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. So until next time, play hard and hit harder.